Well, we've usually, and like on the website, everything, we describe our brand as an ethical brand, responsible brand. I feel like sustainability is really about like you're living off the land or you're making sure that you're balancing your carbon like output and input. But we describe ourselves as ethical. In terms of sustainability, there's just a lot of different approaches, and one of them is to look at what you're doing as a recipe. And as a brand that's working with gold, specifically ethically sourced gold from the continent, it changes so much. So, you know, a lot of our gold is coming from the Congo, but one specific project in the Congo, because that specific project may not be sustainable over the long term. So we're always looking at other projects that are occurring that are doing the work that we want to do. In terms of jewelry specifically, we look at, you know, things that are empowering women, things that are empowering communities and helping to alleviate poverty, using more recycled gold. So most of the pieces that we make that are made with gold are recycled gold. It's really just our 22 and 24 karat that we're using the ethical gold with. Also using recycled silver, manufacturing locally, working with companies that also have built-in goals or carbon neutral goals or who use sustainable electricity. So I was just at a conference recently with the Responsible Jewelry Council at Harvard, and like there's so many different views on sustainable jewelry. And some people think we should not be doing any jewelry at all, but the approach is that we could do all recycled gold, but the reality is that gold and silver are always going to be mined because it's linked to economics and finances. So what we do is really try to highlight those spaces where it's being mined in a way that's ethical, that's people are able to get a fair wage from what they're bringing out of the earth or panning from the water. So it's definitely a recipe, and it changes, it shifts, and we put that in our website, and we talk about the fact that we may be sourcing from this group now, but it might change because that supply will eventually run out.
Yeah, and when you say, I'm just curious, when you say recycled gold and recycled silver, what does that mean in terms of how it's being, what is it being derived from? Is it from other industries, or what does recycled gold and silver mean?
So recycled gold and silver is generally from industries. A lot of it's from dental industries, but it's a lot of coming from different industries or people who are bringing their own gold and silver buyback programs. But it's used because the metal has unique properties. It's used a lot in industry. Even crystals and diamonds are used a lot in industry and technology as well. So a lot of it is coming from those sources.